Welcome
to the Keanews
with Bill
and Zippy. Yeah. It's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Keanu's is continuing the story of how Keanu Reeves is coping with quarantine. He lives on a ranch with a maiden, mother, and crone, and 4 beat poets.
Sworn vows of silence.
They've sworn vows of silence.
Yeah. We're not sure where they're from. We've never heard them speak.
Yep.
They have no passports.
We're taking it on faith that they're even beat poets.
They might not be even that.
Regardless, they're part of the team, and we're glad that they're here.
Yeah. They dug a well.
Yeah.
They did get stuck down the well.
Yes.
But Keanu saved them.
Yeah. They tapped out a rhythm. And you're like, that is a catchy rhythm. I'm being drawn to the... Oh, they're in the well.
Yes.
They didn't even yell out. They didn't break their vow of silence when they fell into a well.
Yeah, to be fair, they never told us that they were beat poets. We just assumed, based on their rhythmic nature, of being able to get us to the well.
And their dress sense.
Their dress sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all wearing variations of a burgundy blazer. Mm-hmm. They look like escaped schoolboy thugs.
But also that you don't worry for your safety around them. So not the thugs where you go,
No. They're more like rapscallions than hoodlums.
And they just write the beats.
Yeah.
Not that we would ever know, though.
Yeah. It's nighttime. Mm-hmm. Everyone's headed back to the main house.
Yep.
Zippy's leaving the drawing room. She spent the day drawing.
Drawing artisanal paint by numbers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And...
You're just hunkering down up in the water tower.
I have a little pup tent on the top of the water tower. That's where I stay. Zippy will bring me my breakfast tomorrow morning, but for now, I'll sustain myself on these nuts and dates.
Yep.
And I have water to drink. I have a bottle to drink out of and a bottle to pee in.
Yep. What else do you need?
Yeah, to keep those 2 things straight.
Yes, that's the tricky bit.
Yeah.
In nighttime, you have no lights up there, so...
it's very important.
Mm-hmm. Every once in a while I get wrong.
Yeah, but that's a mistake you make once.
Yeah.
That is not an ongoing, you develop a system very quickly.
Yeah. What was your system?
I keep one in one place and the other in the other one, and you never move them.
Oh, well, that's good at least.
Yeah, one is high and one is low.
It's a remarkably simple system.
Yeah, if you pick up a bottle of what you think is water off the floor, leave it.
Leave it until morning.
Yeah.
And then you can see.
Yeah. And then I just dump it off the side of the water tower. I don't know why I don't just pee off the side of the water tower.
That's a really good point now that you think of it. Maybe you should start that from now on.
I climb down to poo, I'm not an animal.
Exactly. So now Joseph and his horse have just sang a beautiful, heartwarming duet.
Yeah, a rendition.
The rendition.
Yeah. And so everyone's headed back to the main house, and Keanu's just going to go walk around the edge of the property, get a sense of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. The sun is setting down over the mountain range.
Yeah.
The sound of the night begins to enter our ears.
Oh, wait, have we had dinner yet?
We have late dinner. It's like European style. So Keanu.
I'm so ready for Keanu just to disappear into the night. I've got this...
Maybe he does fasting for supper. Maybe he's just over it.
They flipped a coin and today was a not eat dinner day.
Okay.
So then on some other day we can talk about his dinner.
Okay, but not today.
No, today we're going to talk about walking into the night.
Walking into the night and the sounds of those... What are those bugs called? Not birds, bugs.
Cicadas?
Nope. Well, that could be that. Yeah, that bug.
It might be higher pitched. No, I'm not. I will not do that again.
But yeah, that bug.
That type of bug is
making sound.
Humming?
Yeah.
I think it's a hum sound.
Yeah, and so just imagine that, folks.
Yep.
Creating a picture with sound. As we do.
Stop pointing at me like I'm gonna make that noise, because I'm not.
fine. Keanu inhales. He's ready for the night.
Yeah. There's a nest of ravens.
Mm-hmm.
A rook.
A rook of ravens.
Rooks are also birds. A group of ravens.
A group. A team.
A team of ravens.
Team of ravens.
Yeah, they're sort of hunkering down for the night, and kind of likes to sit under their tree.
Yeah.
Just sort of listen to them chatter on. He doesn't speak bird fully, but he picks up a lot.
Yeah.
And they just report all the stuff that they saw.
And they're super foul mouthed.
Yes. One of them saw this bitch hanging out laundry.
Yeah.
Just sat there, making her feel weird. Bitch.
Yeah, just like that. They're really mean. So Keanu, as he watches them or listens to them, more or less, he's just making sure that they're not going out to be bullies with other people before bed.
They mostly, there was a guy who got a parking ticket, and the crow just walked right up to him and caught at him as if to double down on the negativeness of the situation. Yeah. What a dumb motherfucker.
You need to put a warning on this episode. It's these foul-mouthed birds. Yeah. They're just terrible.
It's a group of ravens, and they're being real rude.
Yeah, rude ravens. That's why they have their jackets, the rude ravens.
Oh, they're the rude ravens.
Yeah. They're a doo-wop band.
It's difficult to fly in a little leather bomber jacket, but they do their best.
They do their best, and they look great.
Yeah,
That's why they have motor scooters as well, because then they can just zip around when they can't fly.
Yeah, yeah. If they're wearing too much jewelry or something.
Yeah, they do have an alarming amount of jewelry.
Yeah, they just mostly steal it.
Because they're badasses.
They're badass ravens.
Yeah. So anyways, here he is under this tree with these rude ravens just swearing about everything.
Yeah, just picking up the general lay of the land. He's letting his senses drift out. Yeah, he's connecting with the biome. Yeah. Becoming part of nature, or realizing he is a part of nature.
Right. And of course, as we know, Keanu doesn't sleep in a bed.
No.
Or even indoors, usually.
Yeah.
It's an outside venture.
Yeah, it's a cleft of an oak. Yeah, it's an oak tree that got struck by lightning.
Yeah.
And he just curls up right in the... Yeah.
Right in the little, bosom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embraced by the tree.
It's beautiful. And tragic.
Keanu needs to take his distance sometimes.
He antisocial distances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He antisocial distances.
When he needs to.
Yeah.
To take care of his little heart.
His friends feel like he's a little lonely, so they've come out and they're going to set up a sheet and a flashlight and do a little shadow puppet show for him.
It's the Beat Poets.
Yeah.
So it's a silent one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just these beautiful gestures. It's almost like dance at times.
Yeah. But, of course, where are they underneath the rude ravens? So they're just shouting down and heckling like crazy. It's really ruining the mood.
They're like Stadler and Waldorf if they swore all the time.
All the time.
And got so close to racial epithets that you can't even believe that it's not racist yet.
Exactly. You're really towing the line there, guys.
Wowza!
Yeah. So, anyways, needless to say, this puppet show is abruptly halted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flashlight died.
It just died.
They're sitting there in the dark.
And they're like, well, what are we going to do now?
They looked at each other.
Exactly.
There's a lot of shrugging. And then they play rock, paper, scissors and thumbs up, thumbs down things a lot.
Yeah, and then we're not quite sure what they're thumbs upping and thumbs downing.
Yeah, but they've established it together silently.
They know it.
Yeah.
They know it. So right now there's a whole bunch of thumbs up.
Yeah.
And as they decide to go around Keanu in a circle, arms outstretched, linking one another's arms, and they realize that a vow of silence is only with words, but they can certainly make sounds of the woods. And so they mimic the sounds they hear around them.
Yeah, one of them starts doing like a little wind whistle thing.
The other one makes that cicada sound, which if I'm going to go along the line of what you did, it's like wah, 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 wah,
Meow. No, that's
yeah, do that one. I'll do the wind. You do that one.
Meow. No. Bah. There it is. Bah.
Yeah. That's that. And so calming.
There's this one. Beep. You know that one?
No! What sound is that?
I've laughed myself to have a sore inside.
Keanu comes over to Bill, recognizing that he's got a sore on the inside.
Yeah.
Places his hands upon his chest.
One on the back, one on the front, and just cradles me.
Inhales in.
Says breathe in, and then he picks me directly up.
Yeah.
But through the chest.
Yeah, and you're like an upside down L shape.
Yeah,
He
like
picks
a
you up.
candy.
Candy cane. Yep. He picks you up above his head.
Gives me a little shake.
Shake you all around.
Yeah. A little crack in the spine. A little burp.
All fixed.
Right as rain.
Yep. So lots happening.
Yeah.
Keanu's getting a little irritated.
He just wants to go to bed.
He knows everyone means well right now.
Yeah.
But let me go to sleep.
Yeah.
So you know what he does?
Where does he go?
He doesn't necessarily go anywhere. He creates an aura around him wherein he becomes invisible to everyone.
Yeah.
He does this sometimes.
Yeah. He drifts away. It's like it starts with just a little look in the eye, and then all of a sudden you can't quite remember that you can't see him.
Yeah. Exactly. So he did that.
Yeah. And he sort of started down along the path out by the sort of gardens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Heads to the gate, opens it up, walks down the dirt road. Just keeps walking. Just walking.
Walks until the sun goes completely down behind the fields and the mountains. And then before he knows it, the sun's peeking back up.
And he's like, what day is it?
Tuesday.
Yeah. It's definitely a Tuesday morning.
But he doesn't know what day it was yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's certainly Tuesday today.
Because all days have blurred together. So, like, certain parts of the day is, like, Tuesday morning, hardcore. And then you're like, wow, this is a real Wednesday afternoon type of day.
Exactly. Like, what a Friday.
Yeah, you're having either Fridays or Sundays. There's, like, that's the two type of days that you have.
Yeah, exactly. So but now he's thinking, well, if it's usually a Friday or a Sunday, what's going to happen on this Tuesday?
It smells like a Tuesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost hear the kids heading back to school. They're not, of course.
They will not
safety
do
reasons.
that. No. He can smell the bread that he will make shortly.
He catches a whiff of yeast on the air and thinks, I'm going to make some bread. He probably heads to the kitchen. We're going to hear about Keanu making bread tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is the end of today's episode of
The Keanu